No, you shot. He's off.
I don't know why I just unmuted to wave. That's an odd habit. But yeah, I'm just grabbing a drink. 2 seconds.
Alright, so we don't need that anymore.
So as soon as he comes back, we're in character. I'm just going to talk to him, right?
Yar. Oh, sorry. Yar. Keep forgetting on 12.
How does it feel to be a child again?
Fabulous, isn't it? Get to do playing, making mess. No consequences.
No consequences at all.
No consequences. I just go, yeah, I like that, I'm doing that.
I mean, I've been playing D&D for what, like 2.5 years now. I've never been punished. Everything's gone exactly as I planned.
Yeah, exactly. It's all fine. It's all good.
Rick's like, oh, look at this horrible monster, these rock grubs. Oh, they're going to destroy you. And I just go, nah.
Roll 20, done.
Funny.
Well, just wait till next week, where Tom is leading the charge.
Yeah, but the thing is, I expect Tom to die.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay. Go.
Tom, guess what? While you were singing,
Jim.
Jim, sorry, yeah, words. I'm 12. Leave me be. While you were singing, look what I did. Look what I did to Edge. He's now a purple Edwin fungus necro Hulk. Because I found where to read that bit.
Lovely shrooms.
He's Edwin again, and I'm going to be a healer, and it's all good.
Hang on. Is Jim inside the room yet? Let's put Jim in here.
I believe we all left.
So. Oh no, we have we left the room? We probably should check this first.
Was it on fire?
I think let's go outside.
And
You were dragging
presumably
Vader
you are
out.
dragging Valer.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to go to Jim and just pat him on the head and be like, shrooms. It's a gentle pat before anyone makes me roll for anything.
Can Jim tell this is Edwin? And yeah.
But it
He's
is
looking
Edwin.
confused to ask him.
He's my friend.
What? How?
Edwin shrooms.
How you do that? We've been having a little concert.
I gave him some of my shrooms that I got from before when I was in the place where you lot left me for ages.
Shrooms.
I thought we weren't supposed to be eating those. I mean, I'll eat a lot of things, but those specifically.
Oh no, he didn't eat them. I squeezed them into him.
That sounds a bit perverse, but.
I mean, other things happened as well, but mostly he's now a necro Hulk for an unknown amount of time. And I'm going to be a healer. I'm going to be a trainee. And the best one ever.
I would at this point raise up the lifeless body of Vaderin.
The unconscious body.
But
yeah,
now,
well,
Is that.
shrooms.
That's the. Oh, Valerian. Oh, right. Okay. So he's unconscious.
he's not very well.
So what happened in there? Why did you need this?
Shrooms.
Yeah, guys. What happened? Explain to Jim
Well-
why all of this was all necessary.
So we went in the room and we were just like having a look, and then we got caught, and then shit hit the fan really, and yeah, I knew a guy at one point. I can't remember exactly what that was about, but it got me out of some trouble. Yeah, I knew a guy who did something. Oh, I can't remember.
Okay, at this point, Edge would stop pretending that all he can say is shrooms and be like, "Oh, hey Jim, how you doing?" But I'm also a big Necrohulk thing.
I think Jim would be even more confused now.
So look, the thing is, we had to go in and have a look. I'm assuming I sound a bit deeper because I'm just large, but
Yes.
the thing is, we had to go in and have a look and check that Sway was going to be all right. And when we got in there, well, she didn't think we'd done the right thing. And then we tried to talk her down and we tried to persuade her, but this guy got in the way. And I gave him a little shake.
Edge didn't think you had done the right thing by trying to save her? What? Who didn't think you'd done the right thing? The doctor?
The doctor.
Oh.
She thought we'd broken a pact or something, but she was clearly a bit weird.
She as nasty as she seemed.
And Edge has upset Valerin. Like,
Well, he got in the way, didn't he?
rude. He's just being a bit rude, really, a bit chatty. Said he didn't like someone. Said some rude words about them 4 times.
Fuck Bloop Tool. And at that point, I just cast Valerin's body on the floor.
Oh.
Rick's got a tally.
So
Maybe
it's all okay though, because Sway's going to be all right, and Roger here is going to heal people.
With mushrooms.
yeah. Okay. That
And
doesn't
I'm
sound
6 foot taller than I was. And I've got faces on me.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought this town was weird. But you guys are weirder.
And I'd go to high five you with a colossal mushroomy hand.
And Jim would high five that from down here. But
the important thing is Sway's going to be okay.
aye, that's good. So
And I'm a big mushroom man.
what happened to the doctor? Is she dead?
No, she's going to be healing Sway, and we're not going to ask too many more questions. And I'd look with a big piercing mushroomy gaze. Not glaze, that's wrong.
Okay, I guess that settles it.
Let's go and find the sisters. Boom, boom, boom. And I grab Valerin by the foot. Pull him through the snow.
Does Jim have any other questions?
So, what was going on in there?
Just some medicine of the sort.
It was weird. All these kids
But
were asleep in bed.
she was keeping to her part of the deal.
Was there
Sway
any
will be
voodoo?
okay. Mushrooms?
No voodoo then. Voodoo. You do. What?
This is my favourite recap ever.
She's keen to just walk off. Edge is dragging Valerin along. and is heading back towards the sisters.
Like how these people have been traveling together for weeks, and they're struggling with small talk.
Um,
I'm struggling with recall, let alone small talk.
I mean, in Jim's mind, all he was doing is creating a distraction for everyone to go in and talk to the doctor. So,
And it was all fine in the end. We went in and checked, and she was fine. She was healing as she said she would. No need to ask any more questions. Sway will be fine.
All is okay. There's lots of kids in there that are asleep. Don't worry about them either.
Sometimes you've got to break some eggs to make Sway better. Or what's her king?
Mexican.
Mexican or Mexican?
The whole Mexican?
They are is it quesadillas or enchiladas?
Yum.
Quesadilla looks like that, I think.
Yeah, whichever one's
quesadillas
flat.
are flat.
That's the one.
Enchiladas and rolls.
Yes, I'm having that with some pulled pork in because awesome.
Why
All
not?
pork of the month.
If you can put pulled pork in it, why not?
Absolutely. So, Jim, you are very welcome to take everything that they are saying completely at face value. If you want to determine whether or not they are just trying to persuade you that you shouldn't delve any deeper, or if you want to see if they're lying, you can do some rolls, or you can just choose to believe them. It's entirely up to you.
Or you can ask more questions.
Absolutely.
Jim's not massively clever, but he would still be wondering why the hell we now have a mushroom in the group. Why Edwin is now... Well, not Edwin.
The Necrohawk. Edge to the Necrohawk.
Yeah, why is it called Edwin Necrohawk?
Because Edwin was the name of the fungus.
I don't think that it was fully expected that anyone else would be using it anytime soon as well. So it may simply be an artifact of our overworked dungeon master.
Yeah, that was a surprise to Rick last week.
Okay. So, yeah, why Edwin
I just reply, it was a life or death thing. First I was dead, and then I was a mushroom. And Edge is really, by this point, Edge is really into being a mushroom and will just happily shout shrooms for no reason at all. He's loving it now. Unless someone tells me that it's causing him any kind of discomfort. And they haven't, so.
Yeah, so he was nearly dead, pretty much, and I squeezed the mushroom into his mouth and I healed him, and I really impressed the doctor because I could heal him.
That's
Shrooms.
good, I guess. But how was he nearly dead? Did he bang his head again? Did he cut his arm again?
He picked a fight.
Who did he pick a fight with in a doctor's house?
This was not a fight I was picking.
Right,
And I point at Valerin. This one. We shouldn't have brought this one.
So this
Gonna let his
theory-
puny god get in the way of healing Sway.
This watery bimp from the beach got in a fight in the doctor's house. Oh, I don't like that. Maybe we shouldn't keep him with us.
And Edge would comically pick him up and sort of mime to pull him apart, but obviously wouldn't be doing anything of the sort.
No, Edge. I didn't say kill him.
Okay, so what do you want to do, Valerin? Are you just going to leave him behind? Do you go off?
Did he have a good... What was his reasoning for picking a fight? Just because of his floppy guard?
Let's see. an overdependence on a fish god.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
And Edge would laugh uproariously at a giant mushroom.
If I'd realised
Oh, well.
how much fun you being a mushroom was, I'd have done this 2 weeks ago.
I guess that's that then. No more questions. And yeah, Jim would just
As we're walking away, Edge would say, "Was it a good song then?"
it was the greatest song in the world. I
Best
just can't remember it. I might have to make a tribute one day.
I was going to say, if he starts singing that, then this won't be able to go on YouTube.
They have to be good
You
enough that the algorithm
demonetize
can
and not
detect
make
it.
money.
So as you are, you can see the where the rest of the sisters are perched up. They are over to the east, making an effort to stay well away from the main settlement. So they are not anywhere particularly comfortable. They've kind of found like an old shed that doesn't have anything in. Not great shelter. But there's the rest of the town over to the east, and Jim has definitely won over the whole town with his fantastic, greatest and best song in the world. You've been told by Dr. Hecate that you've got to wait until the following morning to have Sway fully healed. You have an unconscious sea elf and a large purple fungus necrohulk. What would you like to be? Where would you like to go to spend your waiting time until the next morning?
How long have we got, approximately?
It's mid-afternoon at this point.
Okay, so we could, and how big? Do we know how big the land that we're on is, or would we have to go and ask some people for that information? I think we saw both towns, didn't we, when we were landed on the beach?
Yeah. So you can know that there's Tor is within. It's within walking distance. It's within traveling distance.
So we could get there and then get back the next morning.
Yeah, absolutely. High Home would be a bit more of a trek. I think you probably wouldn't be able to get there and get back and then have a sleep and a rest. But you can get to Tor and back. That's fine. Or you can rest up and go to Tor tomorrow when you've got full strength. It's entirely up to you.
What was in Tor? Do we know? Was there a thing we were?
They were people that did more like magic healing. They could do like
the
anti-voodoo
brain people.
bits and pieces. Possibly.
We're probably going to need to get to High Home eventually. So, is Tor? Is it kind of on the way to High Home?
So High
The
Home
look of
is,
it, I think he was sort of.
yeah. So High Home is at the top of the mountain that this country is formed of, and Tor and Willow Root are kind of equidistant from where you landed at the beach.
Okay.
At sort of like on the flats, and then High Home is up the mountain. In fact, I can put you
So
on
that's-
the big map.
It would make more sense for us to go to High Home and then to come back via Tor. Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
I'm going to assume that Edge is feeling a bit lightheaded, given the adrenaline plus mushrooms of the situation.
Oh, you are feeling
Edge.
hyper focused. It's as though you have like several minds all working at once. You are not foggy at all. You are clear.
Oh no, sorry, no, not as that. Just sort of more. Okay, fine. Edge is really keen to pursue how he can find someone to teach him how to ride on a peloton. Now he has gained the power of being a massive mushroom man, and given he's now confident that the lady doctor is going to do the thing that is needed, he's now fully bought into the sister's view, which is that's fine, just let her get on, don't ask too many questions, and maybe the place with the magical people might be a better place to go and investigate. Even though he looks like a massive Necro Hulk, which potentially isn't the selling point that he thinks it is.
It will wear off, don't worry.
Oh,
I mean,
At some point.
we got a bit of a trek to get there anyway.
Why don't we rest up and eat up? Because I don't think we've eaten.
The only problem is there's no tavern, so we'd have to stay in one of the friendly villagers' accommodation.
is
Which
it
they're more than
likely?
willing-
Well, then I think you're a god, right? Is it possible that there are? I have no sense of how big this place is overall. But is it possible there's anything between Willowroot and Tor that might be, for example, a coaching inn, or is that like having a coaching inn between my house and the neighbour?
We can see if you come across one. I don't see why we can't chance it.
I'm up for that.
Hang on. There's a couple of things.
Sorry, Edge has one more question as we're walking along. He'd say to Jim, because Jim's sort of the elderly one and a bit more experienced, and Edge knows that. He's like, what do we do with this one? Talking about the elf.
Let's take him inland. Maybe he'll lose some of that weird connection to his flippy floppy god.
He seems very into the flippy floppy god.
We can't exactly leave him here like this. Bit dangerous. We have invited him along.
Okay, we'll keep an eye on him.
Wait, I've got plans no matter what you do.
Well, I suppose the other option is we live in one of the villagers' houses, which could be quite entertaining.
So, two things. Firstly, Matty, yes, 1,000% yes. Oh, yeah, 100% yes. Everyone else, what is the plan? What are you doing immediately? What's your plans for travelling, moving on, and how are you spending the night?
Yeah, because don't forget, you were told that Sway would be healed in the next morning, although it will be another hour or so longer than planned because of our interruption.
Well, I guess we're just trying to walk along the road just a little bit between where we are and Tor to see if there's somewhere inny to stay, which means we don't have to stay with just locals in their house, especially as one of us is a huge mushroom person, which might be slightly off-putting to a local, but perhaps somebody who runs an inn would be used to see just about anything and anyone passing their door.
Do we go and presumably we go and talk to the sisters beforehand? My assumption is they wouldn't be wanting to leave. They're camped out waiting for their sister to return.
Go back to the boat and stay on the boat.
No, because someone might have upset the certain fish god. So no, we're not doing that.
Other option would be to set up camp somewhere sheltered. It's cold out, but I assume we have
Near the sea.
And
Oh shit!
gear
Yeah, it's snowy
for
out, isn't
camping.
it?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is snowy, but I mean the sisters are setting up camp, so they seem happy to stick around. So it's not going to be lethal to stay outside. Jim has made a lot of friends of people in town, but as you have correctly also pointed out, you are in the company of a purple fungus necro hulk, which has skeletal gibbering heads all around it. So yeah, it's totally up to you guys to how you want to play it.
But hang on, the heads are only I can hear, right?
So they are kind of
The gibbering.
yes. So their mouths are silently moving, and you, depending on how much you focus or otherwise, hear their kind of whispers and thoughts. But everyone else just sees these skulls just kind of.
As a Necro Hulk, am I feeling the cold in the same way? Was there any exposure difficulties versus a human?
You seem a lot more resilient to the natural environment.
You know what? Jim's going to have a quick look around town. Give me a minute. I got an idea. Jim's going to have a look around to see whether he can find a cart.
Okay.
Can we use the mushroom guys to pull the cart if we can?
Oh yeah,
Fun.
and I think
Is he really strong?
so should Jim do a perception?
Bear with me.
Or the cart?
So I'll just put you back on the proper map.
I have +4 to athletics as a Necro Hulk.
Yes. So this is Willow Root. You lot are now all over there. And
I can see a cart.
you are not you. You are Purple Edwin Fungus Necrohulk.
So what are you doing with Valerin?
Chuck him in the cart.
Yeah, putting him in the cart, wrapping him up nicely. Jim's going to go and ask his newfound friends for a few hides and blankets.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, so Jim's going off, leaving everyone where they are, and Jim's going off doing this. Yeah, Edric, you come across Edric. He says, "Hello there. That was just fabulous music. Blankets, of course, my friend. Of course, we're like family now. You can have as many blankets as you like, as long as it's a number up to or less than 3, because that's how many blankets I have. But yes, of course, blankets. Take them. Yes."
Oh, that's jolly nice of you. Hello. I'll bring him back, of course, but we're gonna make a bit of headway towards our destination, and we're wrapping up warm. You see.
All right, where are you going? Where's your destination?
We're actually we're off to look at Tor. We've got a few supplies we need to pick up, and a few jobs we need to do.
Wondrous place, Tor. Wondrous place. Literally, it's just marvelous. The things that they can do there. Oh, the old tree is just. You will love it there. You will love it.
An old tree. Mm. That's good to hear.
And he kind of as he's doing this, he's like kind of scuttling into his house. He's bringing out his 3 blankets that he has, and he's sticking them on his cart for you, which is handily right there.
As if by magic.
That's jolly kind of you. When was it?
Close enough. Edric.
Edric, my friend. Well, you be sure to keep my song in mind. Whenever you ever see me performing again, let me know.
Well, you'll know if you're performing again, but if you're performing here, like you'll already know that you're performing here. But I take your meaning. I really hope you do come back and do another performance, because my socks knocked off.
Thank you, Edric. I did mean let me know you're my biggest fan. See, but I kind of know I'll be playing. Although sometimes the music takes me and I don't even know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'll be aware.
You're an artist. You're a true artist, and I hope you have a wonderful time in tour. And when you come back, do put on another ditty. I thought after minute 90, I thought, okay, it's going to start winding down, but that's, I think, where it peaked.
Fantastic. And then Jim would say, now, I bothered you enough, and you've already been so kind and gracious. I do wonder if one of your friends might be able to lend us a few flasks of that hot tea to set us on our way. We don't want to get cold on our journey, do we? But I don't want to bother you for any more. You've already been too generous.
That is not something you have to worry about, my friend. Not something you have to worry about. I know that Igris will be only more than happy to give you plenty of tea for your journey. Plenty enough to get you to Tor.
Excellent.
Igris. Yeah, Igris, come. Bring all of it. Bring all of it. I know, but it's Jim. Yeah, he wants the tea. Yeah, he's got a barrel. He's got a bloody barrel and we'll put it on the cart. And Igris comes over, barrel of tea. Not a huge barrel, but a barrel of tea. Puts it on the cart.
Is a barrel a normal quantity of tea?
It is here.
Interesting.
And you'd know that if when there were barrels on a map, you investigated them. But you didn't.
We were busy.
But yeah, you've got a barrel of tea.
Excellent.
While that's going on, is it possible that... So, question actually, would Edge be recognisable to, for example, the sisters?
From a distance, no. Up close, if they had a sufficiently high perception check, or if you did something that made it clear who you were, then that might make them more easily convinced.
Okay, so Edge can come bounding over the hill. Sisters! Alright, chits. And I hope that's enough.
They both
He's
stop what they're doing
with disgust.
and draw their weapons and are looking at you deeply suspiciously.
Ladies, it's me, Edge, just in a new and exciting mushroomy form.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
Do I even have the ability to persuade people? Boom.
19. Okay, yeah. Put their weapons away. Now, I've seen some strange things in my time. And I'm struggling to make up my mind if this is an improvement or not. What's worse? Horrible coat that smells of pigeon, or this? I've got to say, you look a lot stronger, and that's quite nice, but I don't like how the eye sockets of those skulls seem to follow me.
Good point. I hope the pigeon coat's still around here somewhere. Edge sort of looks down at himself. No matter. Yes, but strong, you're right. Can I try and pick something very heavy up to show my strength?
You can try. You can choose between a nearby tree, the abandoned hut that they are building a camp around, or a large rock with a symbol carved in it.
Oh.
I think Edge would pick up the rock and not care for the symbol initially.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
I was just looking at the map. There's loads of these rocks with weird symbols on.
Don't touch that tree.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that is...
I'm never fully sure if some of those things are just there on the map anyway, though. You know.
Okay. You pick up the rock, and that is exceptionally strong. I see this as being very useful. I mean, you might scare the people over there, but now we know who you are. Yeah, I like it. Give me an insight check.
These are strong rolls considering I'm a mushroom person.
Chitty, you can tell that Chitty is kind of impressed, but a little bit disappointed. She started to kind of like what she was seeing before.
At Chitty, and then I would throw that rock as hard as I could in a direction out of the village.
Give me another acrobatics check.
Athletics? Or acrobatics?
Oh, sorry, athletics.
Ooh.
There was some pride and then a fall.
Yeah. That shelter. There's a rock in it now. Right, you threw it and took the roof clean off the shelter that they were planning on sleeping in. So it looks like our evening is going to get a lot colder than it had to be. I don't know if that was deliberate or not, but what is done is done. We will be chilly tonight. Thank you, Mushroom.
Edge would sort of be like, the thing is as well, Sway's going to be fine. And make a thumbs up, probably.
Well, this is good because, if she is fine, that is perfect. Then what we came here for. If not fine, if the doctor does not hold up her end of the deal, we will burn this whole town to the ground. Most likely. So,
I think we should do that anyway.
Mushrooms!
Everybody's healed.
And then walk off.
it is a disturbing young boy.
I like fire.
A very disturbing young boy. Possibly ill-suited to a ship made of wood. But that is not for us to comment on.
But so, what do you want it to be a healer?
I like fire. Fire heals.
Fire doesn't heal.
So
It's burning.
Amidst the discovery of how secretly scary Roger is, you've got blankets, you've got plenty of tea, you've got less discreet shelter available to you now than you would have had here, what's your plan? Valerin is still unconscious.
Can we use Edwin as a kind of exoskeleton for shelter and just drape him in the blankets and we sleep under him?
You can. Edwin still needs to sleep, and you don't know how long he's going to stay like a mushroom. But you can absolutely do that.
Yeah, we might need a bigger blanket.
Hang on, it's still mid-afternoon. Right. Why don't you guys all get on the cart, including Valerin, and I'll just run and pull you for a bit.
I'm in.
Is that possible? Could Jim be stood at the back of the... How big's the cart? Could Jim be at the back of the cart playing a tune?
This cart could fit. It could certainly fit Roger, Valerin, and Jim in. If you wanted to pull it or push it.
I'd like to pull it. I'm not sure that's what you're asking.
It's
That's the way I think I'd tell the room.
Is this what we're doing?
Yeah, Jim would sit on the back and probably play. Does he have a dulcimer? He does have a dulcimer. There we go. He'll play a dulcimer.
Are you making any attempt to hide Edge's current form? Is he being blanketed up, camouflaged in any way? He's still quite big. Or are you just planning on just running and hoping for the best?
Let's just run. Run sounds fun.
Well, I mean, if we pull the cart, we say our thank yous and goodbyes, and then we pull the cart out of town, out this way.
Oh, you can take the longer route if you want, and kind of circumvent town and kind of go the long way around to Tor. That's totally fine. You can do that quite discreetly.
I think I'd be inclined to do that.
I should prefer the option where we make a big song and dance a bit, but would be persuaded by Jim as the elder statesman of the group.
So were you telling the sisters to pick up Sway when she's healed and then meet us in Tor?
Ooh, hadn't thought of that. I assume we just come back, but
It is entirely up to you guys.
yeah, let's do that. Yeah,
I
actually,
think
I'd like to do that. We're going to go to Tor. If we're not back in time, bring Sway, meet us in the village. Meet us in the village.
If we're not back in time, bring Sway and meet us at High Place.
So what you're saying is that you are, if you're not back when Sway is awake, then that means that you have started your journey up the mountain and we are to follow. In that case, that worked quite well, because then you'll know if something has gone wrong, you'll be able to see the smoke. So that suits us. You just tell us where to meet you.
Nothing can go wrong in Tor. Nothing went wrong in this village. So I don't think anything can go wrong in another small village, can it? So
They look at
Yeah,
Edge
we'll
in his
meet you
current
in-
form and just kind of go,
Edge would roar in agreement. Ah!
okay. So, so you guys pile into the cart, and
Is it possible? Sorry, just as we're doing that, is it if Edge was able to run with the cart? How big is that rock compared to, for example, Roger, the one he threw into the?
the rock is bigger than Roger.
Bigger than Valerin?
Um,
Right. Let me ask a different question. Could Edge carry that rock a short distance
God,
to
no.
help the sisters out and
Oh, no.
pull the cart?
No,
Okay,
no, no.
right. Okay. Just check it.
So, you are heading out of the village around to Tor.
as we leave, as we're a bit further out of the village, can Jim just turn around and go, "Oh yeah, did anyone notice those runes on those rocks? Bit weird, wasn't it?"
Edge is just pulling a cart, doesn't even hear him.
So it takes about 3 hours to trek to Tor. It would take a bit longer if Edge wasn't in mushroom form pulling the cart, but it takes about 3 hours. So Valorin wakes up about half an hour outside of Tor. It is completely up to Valorin as to whether he wants to reveal that he has regained consciousness, or if he wants to stay.
He's going to do what I
still.
just messaged you.
Aha! Let's have a look. Awesome. Yeah. So, yes. So, you get to Tor, and let me put you guys on the map so you can see where you are, and I will also put on. You have the cart with you, coming in from there, and let's see. We have on the cart Valorin. We have on the cart Jim. We have Roger, and for the time being, we also have Devil Necrohulk. And yeah, as you pull up towards Tor, you can see that there's much less in the way of actual dwellings, but there is one very large building that is slightly raised up on a raised bit of ground with trees around it, very snowy, with one figure that you can see standing outside it. But dominating this settlement is a ginormous rock with symbols carved on it, surrounded by some other rocks. And in front of that, you see a really big tree. How would you like to approach this place?
Meta question. So, if I am not sure whether my character would have noticed the fact that these rocks have markings on, is that a question I ask you, or is that a question I decide for myself?
If you think, for instance, no, I'm just not very observant. I'm not focused on the little details. You can just choose to say, I don't notice them. Behavior like that might earn you inspiration. But also you can do a perception check to like look for them, or if you tell me your passive perception, that'll be a measure. Passive perception is a measure of how well you just kind of pick up on stuff on the peripheries without putting actual effort in.
Okay, so my question is really whether Edge the Necrohulk recognises perhaps that there's something linking these stones.
Give me a perception check. 17. So yeah, with 17, you can definitely you look at this giant stone, and you definitely find yourself thinking that looks similar to the one I had in my hand earlier, but a lot bigger. Stones don't normally have those kind of markings on.
And sorry, just again, I can see a person here. Is that a person I should be able to see, or is that Roll20 going mad?
No, yep, there's a person standing outside the big building.
Cool.
So at the moment,
this tree thing here is just a tree.
I think you can tell that this doesn't look quite like a normal tree. Like normal trees don't have big. Well, it looks like a big carving of a face, but trees don't normally have big faces on.
Again, in my hyper-focused state, can I stare at this tree and see if I get any inspiration from it as to what it might be?
Give me a nature check or an arcana check. You stare at the tree.
It's a tree.
You think it's got some kind of face on it.
Cool.
So at the moment, no one's the figure outside the big building. They're kind of looking down. They haven't noticed the gigantic mushroom person and cart full of people approaching.
Can I? Well, we're quite far away. I was going to say, can I jump out of the cart and go and stealth around the building? But I think I'm too far away, aren't I?
So
Edge would be.
don't be too concerned about distance at this point because we're not in combat. So if you kind of say you want to get out the cart, kind of run around the building, see what's what. If you want to try and do that stealthily, absolutely.
Edge would be oblivious to his own presence, I think, in this sort of situation, like how scary he might be. He just thinks this is super cool. So it would only be if one of the others said to him to maybe hold back that he would even think for a second this was a problem. So as far as he's concerned, he's heading towards the big building because he wants to go and talk to some people.
Okay, stealth check. Is Jim doing anything?
Sorry, that took forever to come up.
Is he? He's not going to particularly. He's now been travelling with Necro Hulk for a few hours, and he's kind of forgot. It's not normal.
Is it? I mean, given this is the land of gelatinous cubes and peritons, is the Necro Hulk something so abhorrent that it would cause people to think it was unusual?
I'm assuming it's more the skulls and the dead bodies kind of vibe.
Yeah, this might be the kind of thing that if you were in a dungeon or a cave, you might be more prepared for. But you'd know instinctively that it's not the kind of thing that even in this world where there's magic and monsters, you wouldn't expect something like this to be normal in a town. I mean, this is a place where those of you who have been to the country of Athil will know that there's even quite a lot of prejudice against people who are dragonborn and goblinoid. So there's certain expectations of the kinds of things you'd expect to see in settlements.
So I'm minded to think Edge would forget that, given how cool he's feeling as the Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, or
is that madness?
Well, as far as you're concerned, like you're in a body. It's perfectly plausible that that's not where your mind would be if you're thinking about other things. Roger, with a stealth of 18, you're able to scoot around, and you find it quite easy to get a good view of what's going on here because there is like a bit of a raised kind of, not really it's like a ledge that all this is on, so there's quite a lot of space for you to tuck under. So you can see that this is a hall which has quite a churchy type look to it. It doesn't look like it's to any specific denomination that's obvious, but it's got that kind of setup and feel in terms of number of windows, the doors that are there, that kind of thing. And you can also see that the person standing outside has, you can't tell whether it's face paint or tattoos, but they've got similar markings to what's on the stones on their face and arms. They look pretty cool, to be honest.
Did I see when I was on my way round?
Sorry, the other thing that you'll see is that it's different to Willowroot in that Willowroot had loads of people wandering around, meandering, and kind of out and having a good time. This has much smaller number of buildings, and it doesn't have the same people wandering around. But it's definitely somewhere that it's not like abandoned. People come here a lot. It's just at the moment there's not many people wandering around.
When I was making my way around the building, did I notice if there were lots of entrances? Were the windows boarded up? Was there one entrance?
Windows, lots of windows. Some of them open, some of them closed. There's light inside, and you can't tell the details unless you were investigating. But there's certainly some activity inside, and there's a couple of doors. So this doesn't look like the same situation as Hecate's hut, where there was very much one way in, one way out.
So if I wanted to look through a window and just be a bit nosy, I need to do an investigation check.
You would need to do an investigation check and another stealth check as well. Okay. Okay. And I am going to do...
Oh.
Yeah. So you can tell that, like, looking inside this is absolutely a place of both worship and healing inside. Predominantly worship, but there are people who are kind of look like they're in like recovery, like in a kind of sanatorium sort of way. So it has patients, if you like, but there's no obvious medical equipment again. But there's definitely icons and sigils of various deities. Some you recognise, some you don't.
So I'm going to make my way back to the group with the cart, and I'm going to tell them that information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, I wonder if this is where the trainees end up when they're all used up by Hecate.
What do you mean all used up?
Well,
Yeah, what do you
I
mean
just
by all
think that
used up?
I just think they get to a point really where she can't use them anymore, and then they kind of get replaced. That's why she always needs trainees.
You don't use trainees unless you're in something like some sort of national health service.
Well, I think that's what we saw in that building, because all these kids were like laying there, and they weren't really learning anything. They were just laying there, and then I wonder where they go. Maybe they come here.
And
You know,
Edge
you
would be
make
keen
me
to
think
sort of
something else went on in that hut.
Edge would be keen to interrupt this and say, "Shall we go and have a look inside then?"
Right, let's do that.
So Edge would, I mean, I'm assuming everyone is still in the cart. So Edge would be heading towards this lady who looks like she has a similar role to the sister.
Then Jim's gonna suddenly snap it out of there and be like, "Wait!" Edge, you don't exactly look too normal, too inviting, too friendly, too anything but a giant fucking mushroom with skulls coming out of it. So why don't you hang back here? You're strong, you're mighty strong, but you hang back here, and I'll go and have a little chat to this lady up at the door. How does that sound?
Edge would look down at himself at this point and be like, "Well, yeah, all right, maybe." And is it obviously this map is a particular aspect ratio? Are there trees near us?
Yes, they get more dense as you get closer to the hut, but there's one or two near you.
Okay, so is it possible that while whatever else is going on, Edge can be gently pulling off some branches and trying to make himself look a little bit more like whatever this thing is over here?
He can absolutely be pulling off branches and trying to wear the branches. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Just going to take that face value, Rick, actually. I'm not going to ask any further questions. I'm just going to take that as a yes, you can do the thing you want to do.
So, okay, gotcha. Okay, so Roger's been there and come back. Jim is heading there now. Is Roger going with Jim? What's Roger doing?
Yeah, I'll go with Jim.
Okay. And you are leaving Valorin.
Yeah, he's unconscious anyway.
So,
Yeah, Edge is not paying any attention to what Baylor is doing. He's trying to make himself look more presentable to the attractive lady in the face painting.
So, this person, you spots you coming over and says, "Well met, friends. Are you here to seek the tree's healing? Is it
Hey,
both of you,
friend.
or just one of you who needs the tree's healing?"
Well, we have another friend with us, but he's in a bit of a funny way. In fact, we got two more friends with us. One of them is sleeping. He's been asleep for quite some time. It's a bit weird, actually. I think he might have banged his head. But we got another friend who's in a funny disposition. He's how'd you put it? He's a mushroom.
Right. Okay. Right.
Some call him a fungi. I don't.
Now, when you say he is a mushroom, do you mean, are we talking mushroom?
No,
Mushroom?
no.
Mushroom?
A little bit, but I'm talking big old mushroom with a few skulls.
Ah, I see. I see. Well, that sounds like something that I think, yeah, the healing tree may be able to heal. It doesn't sound like the normal kind of malady. It's normally, things that are going on in here. Pains that are inside but not of the flesh of the brain, if you know what I mean. But I mean,
know what you
they
mean.
are very welcome to present themselves to the tree and plead their case.
Is it just a tree? I'm guessing that big mighty tree by the rock.
Yes, the tree I'm referring to is the one singled out tree with a face next to the very large mystic rock. Yes, please
I'm glad.
if you talk to any of the other trees, you may not get the results that you hope for, although the power of placebo is very strong if you believe enough.
Well, you see, there's a tree over there. Well, maybe a mushroom decorating himself as a tree, but I reckon he might be able to talk back.
She looks over your shoulder and just sees like a tree rustling and something going on. Right, okay. Yes, I mean, it's not something I've come across before. I can't promise that it's something within the Great Healing Tree's power to heal, but all are welcome to try. There is no restriction on who can seek the tree's healing. It's just a case of whether the tree can heal you and whether you can pay the price.
Ah,
What do you mean, price? I haven't got any money.
Young one. Not all the world's value is in gold and gems.
That sounds better.
Really, Roger would say, "What is it then?"
Well, it ain't money and I ain't got no money, so don't mind what else it is, really. But go on then, what is it?
It is the tear on your cheek as you look upon the most beautiful sunset. It is the warmth in your heart from the embrace of a true friend. It is the feel of accomplishment when you realize that your enemies have no power and hold over you. It is the bond that family has, unspoken, but can penetrate any barrier. Yes, a lot of
So
it is
it's
also
alcohol.
gold, but yeah, but there's also those things as well.
I mean, mate, that sounds like a load of bollocks, but at least it ain't money.
Here, Roger, mind your language. It's still only we.
Sorry, I meant balls.
Says Jim, who is the exact same height as Roger. Thank you. Yes. I mean, I get a lot worse.
So, a bit of la-di-da, the same sort you get when you're drunk. I I might want to speak to the tree myself, but I wonder what other healing you've got. I've heard many a great things about Tor, especially from the folk down yonder. And what else do you do here?
Well, we have the tree. The great tree heals everything that it can. It's the willow root. They marvel at the tree because it does things that their medicines cannot achieve. Likewise, the potions and the things that are brewed there, they deal with maladies that the tree has no power over.
Interesting.
But if you wish to speak to the tree and have yourself healed, you're more than welcome. I will not pry as to what ails you. All I will say is,
I,
don't lie to the tree. You wouldn't want to be, how should I say, misdiagnosed.
can we talk to
Uh,
somebody who's been healed by the tree? Because I've heard bad things about trees and they kill you.
I myself have felt the healing powers of the tree. And
Can I
what
see
did
you
you have
touch
wrong with
it?
you?
you'd like me to go and touch the tree?
Yeah, I want to watch you touch the tree.
That's very unusual, but very well. And they lead you over to the tree. And as she approaches, the tree moves, and the face seems to face her. And you hear her say, "Hello, my old friend." And she places her hand upon the tree. We might have some more people here who require your healing powers, your conduit. They seem undecided, but it's up to them. And as she says that, the tree seems to bow ever so slightly and repeats back to her, "It is up to them." And she turns to you, Roger, as if to say, and you may simply ask the tree, the great healing tree, and if the great healing tree can heal you, we'll name the price.
I think I'm
So-
good, thanks.
Jim's gonna look at the great tree, and he's gonna he's gonna try something because he remembers what Ed said to him. Still doesn't believe him. He's just gonna whisper to the tree, very quietly, from a bit of a distance, and he's gonna whisper directly to the tree.
Okay.
Hello there, you tremendous fellow. I got a few questions, and I was wondering if you maybe could help me out.
Ask, and I will pass on your requests and see if you can be helped.
Well,
This
do
is
you
coming
mind me
through to
asking?
you as a message, so no one else is hearing this.
Excellent. Again, Jim will whisper a message back. Do you mind me asking? You say you ask. Well, who are you asking? Who's it coming from?
At this exact moment, as the timer runs out, you start to get an intense pain in your temples, like a searing pain, like there's something stabbing into your mind. And the tree says out loud, I see that your malady is injuring you. I understand. I think you can be helped.
Jim would be there, obviously breathing from the pain a bit. He'd say, what is your price?
Are you saying this out loud? Or are you messaging again?
He would say it out loud after he just had the searing pain from thinking too hard.
Okay. Meanwhile, she walks away. I'll give you your privacy. And as she says she'll give him privacy, she looks over to Roger as if to kind of say, normally people do give people some space, but it's entirely up to Roger as to whether you want to stick around and listen in or whether you want to walk away.
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. So Roger is within earshot of this. And the tree says to you, if you're saying it out loud, you are affected with the curse. You are fated to be an agent of fate, tied to its preordained whim. Only a god can break such ties over fate. There are 3 who offer a price. And the symbols carved into it and the symbols on the stone seem to glow. And they kind of oscillate around 3 different colours. Yes, 3 that can offer a price. You are in pain because you saw the future and it is being resisted. That will harm you. The 3 who offer you a price. Eldath, bringer of life, will take this away if you make the solemn pledge never to kill unless it is to keep your own life. The Raven Queen offers you the price of removing this curse in exchange for raising 3 souls from the dead and ushering them into her service. Talos offers to remove this curse in exchange for the promise to sacrifice an innocent soul to the sea. They are the 3 you have on offer to remove this curse. I warn you, make a promise to the gods. Do not take too long to fulfill it. And do not betray their honor. They are vengeful, every one of them. Roger has heard every word of this.
Here, tree geezer, what would you recommend?
That is not my role. I provide.
But it ain't my bag either.
I listen and I speak. I connect with the divine. I pass on their will. It is not my place to say which gods are best. That is a dangerous thing to do.
So basically, you're like a telephone then, yeah? Just passing messages on.
I do not know this word.
Sorry, like a message boy. You don't really know much. You just pass stuff on.
This is the price I paid. The role I fulfill.
Who did you pay? Who did you pay your price to?
This one happened to be to the great Eldath.
And he turned you into a tree? Sounds a bit rubbish to me.
When one is being buried alive, one will take life at any price, when offered. I pay the price gladly, and I survived. But back to you, the one in such pain. You have the choice to have it taken away. Name the god.
The way I see it,
and make your pact.
it is a kind and gracious offer from Eldath, one that ordinarily I might be inclined to take up, seeing as I do not enjoy violence. But you see, I am a member of a crew, and my crew are my family, and I can't let them come to harm either. So if harm is coming to them, I will kill if needed. So I'm afraid I cannot make a pledge to your Eldath. Now, I'm torn. You see, I don't like the idea of sacrificing an innocent soul, but then a dead body's an innocent soul, so I can't necessarily say that's a good thing either. But I also can't raise the dead, you see. I don't know how I'd go about that, and unless your Raven Queen can bestow upon me a method to do such, then I think that I might be a bit stuck. I might have my hands tied here. What does your Raven Queen say by way of raising the dead?
I will consult. And the tree and the stone glows again. And says, there is one in your crew who is able. You might use them. Apparently, it is absolutely the one you would expect.
Friday. Oh, no, the next day.
The choice is yours. I cannot make it for you.
Here, Roger. What do you think? A bit of raising the dead? I don't like the idea of having to throw you or another innocent soul overboard.
No, it doesn't sound like the best idea, does it?
No.
I was
Whereas
say we
raising
have
the
an
dead,
innocent kobold on board.
yeah,
And Edge is not going to be happy about the idea of having more pacts to mean that Saturday can't just be killed.
You may refuse the healing, but the pain you are in, unless you see that prophecy fulfilled, will only get worse.
I had two prophecies, you see. It was a bit of a mirror, so I don't see how I can even do that. Well, I fear
You
I
saw
might have
her
to make.
die, didn't you? It looks like that might not happen now. That is what's causing you pain.
I see.
This is what the gods are telling me.
Well, fate's a bitch, and I want rid of it. So, you see, I might here have to make my little pact with the Raven Queen, you see. I can choose who to raise, and of course, I can always send someone bad into her service. Doesn't have to be an innocent soul.
Place your
Mind if
hand
she...
upon the bark and speak the name of the god you wish to heal you.
Jim reaches out and tries to find a place to put his hand that's not around this tree's groin, about where his height is.
So as you reach
Puts
out, as soon as you touch the tree, you feel like your hand is like attached. It's like magnetic. Speak the name.
Raven Queen, I believe we might have ourselves a deal.
As soon as you say Raven Queen, you feel an intense cold running through your arm. It's not painful, but is deeply cold, and you feel it run through you. The pain in your head, it's like an ice pack. It's gone, and you feel it go all around your body, and you notice that as it kind of this feeling kind of loops all around, as you look on your arm, you just see the slightest outline of a raven's head appear on your arm. The pact is made. Do not take too long to fulfill it. You should not betray the Raven Queen. And suddenly your hand is able to be released. And your headache is completely gone. And you feel cleansed of this curse. You have made a pact with the Raven Queen, which is to raise 3 souls from the dead and usher them into the Raven Queen's service.
I should probably ask how to
Interesting.
do that. Usher them into Raven Queen's service. That sounds a little more complex than I expected.
I'd imagine you probably just got to tell them to do what she says.
I mean, there are many holy folk around this continent dedicated to all manner of gods and deities. I'm sure there's someone who would know how to do that. There might be someone in your crew who knows how to do that. But you've rid yourself of a curse. Meanwhile, Edwin... sorry, not Edwin. Edge, Necrohulk. You're a pretty convincing tree right now, and you are feeling pretty pleased with yourself.
Are we talking as convincing as the tree with the face? I mean, is it possible that I could convince somebody that I was like a second coming of that thing?
Is that what you want to try and do?
So
You can try
I mean,
anything.
kind of, yes. It's sort of, I'm massive and I shouldn't be massive, and that's sort of, weird in itself. But perhaps if I was massive in a big tree, they seem to like massive big trees around here, and I'm interested in seeing whether I can convince this lady that that is what's going on.
Okay. So are you just approaching her? Are you saying anything? How are you approaching this situation? Are you just walking up and seeing what she does, or are you declaring yourself?
I think I'm very slowly sort of rustling up towards her, and saying, "It is I, the second tree. Woo!"
Give me a persuasion check, please. The second tree. The second coming.
No, just an assistant to the first tree. I'm here in case the first tree needs to go to the toilet or something. Ooh.
Matty, yes, definitely. I so are you saying that as a is that word for word what you're saying? That you are the assistant?
Yes. I think I said like an assistant. I'd like to have said like an assistant. Like an assistant to the first. No, an assistant. Yeah, I don't know what we're saying.
So what?
No, I think I'm an assistant. Yeah.
The convergence is happening. It is upon us. When? How many are coming?
Just the two of us, probably now.
It cannot just be you.
Unless you displease me.
Tell me, please. What gods do you commune with? How are they? I must. If the balance is to be. If the balance is to be upended, then that there must always be balance between the good and the evil and the chaotic and the lawful. There cannot just be one. The great healing tree is perfect balance. This will bring calamity. Please, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. Please, just
Edge.
She gets down on her knees. Please,
Edge would think of the.
Please don't let there be just you. There cannot be just you for the conjunction.
Don't worry, little one. More shall come. And Edge would think of the only two gods he knows, which are Savras and Blooptool. I represent Savras and Blooptool.
No. The second that you say Blooptool. No, it cannot be. That it brings destruction and it brings fire. It hates our way of life. And there's smoke behind you. Let me just quickly find. Let's get rid of that. And why do I have so many flipping things? Please.
Oh no.
I please just go, please. You go or bring more. It cannot just be. Please, I beg of you. And she starts running towards the great healing tree. Please, you promised that this would not be the way. How can this be? I do not understand this. I was told there would be warnings, there would be heralds. Something must be greatly wrong with the great pantheon. You're starting a little panic. Please, I'll do anything. What do you want? What can this town, what can this country do? I'll send word to High Home. I'll do anything. Please tell us what it'll take for you to just leave. Please, this cannot happen now. Not like this.
So Edge is slightly surprised at how well this appears to be working and fully focused in on his task.
Mm.
All I want is a book.
Which book? Please, whatever it'll take. Please, you have to. This cannot happen. What book?
I will walk into the sea for a beginner's guide to riding the peloton. Ooh.
I will send word. I'll get the greatest beastmasters and the most learned scholars in the whole country. Tell me where to bring them. Please, you cannot be here. You cannot be this close to the great old tree.
Very well. I shall return south to the sea.
I will bring them all. I will bring them. I'll bring them at sword point if that's what's needed. Please, just do not destroy what we have here. It's taken so long for us to find peace.
We have a pact.
We have a pact. She bows down.
And Edgewood do a sort of like shuffling bow, woo a few more times, and then walk backwards, sort of stumbling towards these trees.
Okay, and at this point, can you please roll me a D100?
All of us.
No, just the Necrohulk. Okay. You do not turn back into Edge at this particular moment. I will do it. Come sunrise. You will have everything that you could possibly want.
A lot happening at sunrise, or early in the morning next morning. Is the entire island going to burn as we get back on our ship? As we YOLO it back to the ship.
I mean, they take this stuff very, very seriously.
So they should. Ooh. Sorry, out of interest, where is Valor at this point? Now, is the cart has caught fire?
You left him in the cart. You can have a look if you want.
Well, I think Edge would head back towards the cart as the natural point of
So as
where
you,
they started.
As you approach it,
Not so close.
the
Fire.
entire cart is completely engulfed. This is not a fire on the cart. The whole cart is ablaze. How
That's a shame.
Roger and Jim reacting to this?
Roger's not really paying attention. He's looking at his foot going, I'm a bit bored of this now. Where are we going next?
I thought Roger loves fire.
Yeah, but he's not allowed to play with it, is he? Because he's going to get told off because of some wooden ship or something, you know.
So as Edge is heading back that way, sees the fire. Edge is keen to be heading back now, so he's heading back to the cart. Mission's accomplished, sort of in a way that he wasn't fully expecting. Seems like he's done quite well. He might be gesturing to Roger if Roger were looking, and/or Jim.
Yeah, Jim. If Jim sees the fire, he's probably going to rush over to help. He would, as he runs over, he'd say, "The wet elf isn't still in it, is he?"
Oh, don't forget your barrel of tea and your blankets.
Oh yeah, they are gone. Like they are in the. There's no saving them.
Is the tea flammable?
Oh well, the barrel burnt, and the fire was intense enough that there's nothing that can be saved.
What time of day is it now?
So it was late afternoon. It took you 3 hours to get here. So let's say it's by the time you get back, if you're heading back to Willow Root, it'll be evening time.
Not night.
Not night, just evening.
Can I cast Prestidigimop on the fire and clean it?
you certainly you do this, and the fire.
The fire cube.
It's so you see that it was giving off a thick black soot. It's now burning very, very clean. It's a very clean fire now.
Excellent. I feel like it'd be
There's
useful.
there was a little bit of flickering, but this is too big a fire to be kind of. This is like orders of magnitude beyond snuffing out a candle.
In the absence of a cart, is it possible that Edwin could carry Jim and Roger one on each shoulder and run through the forest like a sort of ent?
Yeah,
I mean, they're just like a tree.
yeah, and they're both quite small.
Super. And so Edge would be like, "Shall we head back to the other place?"
You two are
Yeah,
with
right.
that. You're all together.
I did tell you the mushroom head.
No, shh.
I saw a tree that was.
Oh, tree.
We had a pact.
And so we have still. Ooh.
We had a pact. And she runs up to the great old tree. Puts both hands on it.
We should go now, boys.
My old friend. I hoped this time would never come. But this is something I do not understand. I have a feeling this is bigger than either of us. If this country is to survive with our way of life, there's someone in person. How would they know to impersonate the coming of the conjunction and be a fungal form? I think this is the end, my old friend. And you can hear all this happening. Are you sure, child? There is no turning back from this. Yes, it's this or the end of everything.
Hold on. Lady with the tattoo that used to be cuckoo. That might still be a little bit. What are you doing? We've come here. We've done our deals. We're on our way. What's going on here?
I made a pact thinking that this was the coming of the conjunction. The bringing of more gods and new gods. The changing of the balance. That pact was broken. And there is something wrong here. Impersonating the conjunction. We have always been told that anyone who does that means the destruction of this country.
That one there. Yeah. He ain't got much mind to impersonate anything. In conjunction, the only thing he's got is conjunctivitis. I think you're pushing it a bit far here. If you made a deal with him, I don't know what it was, but I don't believe how could he have broken it? What have you done to break a deal?
It was made under false pretenses. He was a divine being, a conduit of the gods. Of course, I would make any deal with such a being.
Did he ever say that?
She looks directly at you, Necrohulk. If that was not the case, he had every opportunity to say otherwise before making such a pact.
I think you're overestimating his intelligence.
I am a tree.
Look at him. Thinks he's a tree.
My old friend. I think it's time to walk again.
I told you. He's got a mushroom in his head.
Give me
You
a
even did it.
give me a persuasion check, and I would like Edge to roll me another D100. 30 and below, you return back to your human form. Okay? No, you are still a mushroom.
3.
28 persuasion. Jesus.
He's a bard, remember?
She walks up to you. And she grabs you by the collar. Her tattoos are glowing. And she picks you up with one hand easily. If I ever catch wind of any of you lot in this country, on this island, again, everything burns.
Then shout across, do I still get my book, though? Ooh.
You have one day. The bargain is broken. And she flings you quite effortlessly over into the snow. So you now have one day to leave the island and never return.
Doesn't sound all that fair. Sounds like you're making up some rules here because you made a mistake.
You come to
And
my
you're putting it
country.
on.
You take the healing of the great old healing tree. You impersonate
bargain.
our deepest
I
held
made my-
beliefs. You make pacts pretending that you are divine beings, and yet I am in the wrong. This is my
Okay,
Yeah.
at this point, Edge throws down the branches and reveals himself in all his mushroomy glory with the screaming heads. Are you saying I am not a divine being?
She give me an insight check. Okay, with a 16, you know that she's saying what she's about to say completely seriously. I am more divine than this abomination I see before me. Her tattoos glow brighter. You have one day, or it all burns.
It's not a long time, is it?
Jim's going to turn to leave, but he's going to go and start walking off, and then he's going to turn and he's going to say, "That great tree never healed you. You're still fucking cuckoo." And he's going to walk off.
Edge is going to go, meh.
And are you heading back towards Willaroo? Or are you heading up to High Home?
I think we wanted to go to High Home, didn't we?
It is
Did we get there
completely
before
up to you.
Bit early though, isn't it, to go to Higham?
The question is, why are you going to Higham?
I think.
Yeah.
Why are we going to Higham now? The only purpose for us coming here is to heal Sway. We are hopefully doing that. We've discovered a whole bunch of other things that basically aren't our problem.
And for Jim to heal. And Jim's been healed, so.
Jim's been healed. I mean, albeit potentially at a
Not
cost.
that
I mean, the
anyone
only other thing
knew there was anything wrong with him, though. So he never
No,
shared
true.
anything.
And we still don't know that yet. Fair enough. But we didn't bring Jack, who was the other person who could have potentially been healed by the big tree. Although wouldn't have been in a position to make a bargain.
Maybe we should go back to the boat. Pick up Sway.
So you
Let's head-
told the sisters if that you guys don't return by the time Sway is up, to meet them all in High Home.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
You did.
Okay, that's fine. We just got to get back to Willow before they head up. We've got till tomorrow morning.
Okay. You guys head back to Willow Root.
So, just to be super clear, this is Ed running along with the other two on his shoulder. Yep. End style.
Absolutely. So you make it back to the settlement at Willow Root, and you see the sisters there. They are making the best of it in the hut that you took the roof off, but they are getting ready to hunker down for the evening. So everything go well? Everything go to plan? I see you're back here. Is there any news, or do we just wait?
Edge would dust off his big mushroomy hands and be like, no, all good. I think as soon as Sway's up, we head back to the boat.
Oh, very good. We are going to rest and keep watch here, but we are going to sleep until sunrise. You are very welcome to sleep near us, I suppose, or make your own arrangements. Where would you guys like to sleep?
And is Jim returning the blankets? Oh, wait.
Are any of these other buildings obviously vacant?
So they are all filled, but the townsfolk are still all really good friends with you guys. You have been offered shelter in the past by them.
Jim goes in, negotiates some shelter, no questions asked. Room for the mushroom to have a sleep. The mushroom sleep.
Jim's still peeved that this crazy priest lady had made a deal and then broke it and then blamed us for it being broken. So he's just annoyed at this place, and he's also thinking, be damned if I'm not going up to High Hope another time. When I need something, I'll be coming back to these lands. No one's stopping me when they've done something they've broken a deal, and I'll be muttering away to himself.
Okay, so you're just hoping that everyone's cool with the fungus monster going into a home?
I mean,
they are good friends of yours, but it's going to need a pretty hard persuasion check to convince them that
is it reasonable
it's
that
fine.
Edge's experience of gathering some branches to look like a tree that clearly was convincing enough for this tree lady to be at least initially swayed?
You can sleep in the snow. You can sleep in the snow and make yourself look like a tree if you want to do that while everyone else sleeps in the house.
No, Edge would like to repeat what happened to the previous place. He's going to dress up as a tree, and everything, and try and use that as an excuse to come and sleep inside. No questions asked.
Right. Okay. Which house are you heading towards, dressed as a tree?
A big one.
Okay. So that one. Okay. So that is the one that the cart was outside of that you borrowed. So that is Edric's house. So
I expect Jim to go first and kind of smooth the way, as long as he's cool with that.
Is Jim in the mood to do that?
Jim's really pissed. Jim is just grunting and huffing a lot, and he's muttering. So he's like, and my own crewmates, they've lied to me about whatever happened in that hospital, and nothing's gone right here, and everyone's insane. Why are we even here? Can't she be healed yet? This is all wrong, and I don't like this island one little bit.
And then she'd pat him on the shoulder and be like, "It's all right, mate. Back on the ship soon. We'll get you a beer."
They haven't even got any booze, have they? I'll be looking forward to that. It.
Just tea.
Just bloody tea. It's nice tea, don't get me wrong. But just bloody tea.
Oh, my friends, you've returned. You don't seem to have the cart or my blankets or... What is that?
Jim's going to sigh.
Be not afraid.
I'm afraid.
Edward, my friend, my good friend, don't worry about this thing. One of our party had a bit of a curse placed on him out in the wild by some witchy lady, and he's stuck like this. She said it will only last a day, so let's just forget about him. I was wondering if you could do me a really good solid, a fine favour, and let us stay in your house tonight, perhaps. I tell you what, maybe I could play you a little private ditty of your own.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Fuck. Oh, if you say, Mr. Helmson, that it's okay, then I suppose my home is your home. I'm going to go and sleep in the snow if that's okay, but you can have my home. It's okay. You come. And he is off. He runs away. Yeah, and you can sleep in the house.
Thank you.
And you go to sleep. Are you going to sleep? Are you doing anything else? It's about the right time to go to bed.
Roger has curled up in a tiny, tiny little ball and covered himself up with his own coat.
As a Necrohulk, do I need to sleep?
Yes.
The same amount as a person?
You have no idea, but you feel sleepy. Like, not like kind of you're falling asleep, but you can tell kind of, I'm getting tired. Like an animal, human thing.
Mushroom.
So Jim's going to return to muttering in the effing and blinding. Fucking everyone fucking taking the piss this time, aren't they? They all take my food, they all enjoy it, but what do I get? What do I fucking get? And he's going to just go in another room, slam the door, and then go to bed.
Okay. As you all bed down, you don't know at what point in the night, but at some point in the night, Edge returns to his regular form, back in his trench coat. And
out of interest, I was nearly dying last time I was in that form. Where am I at the moment?
Matty, that 100% happens. They so you have the benefits of a long rest. So you are back to yourself, and you are back up to full HP. Spell slots all returned, and all of that. As you wake, you can tell that there's a bit of a change in atmosphere in the town. It's a little after sunrise, and the sisters looking very, very cold and wet and miserable, as though they had a particularly horrible night's sleep. No one else seems wet. It doesn't seem like it was raining or snowing or anything, but they look wet and miserable. Gathered up near Hecate's house, Hecate's hall, with Short Sword Sway, who is up, about, looking a bit confused, but alive and seemingly healed. Everyone is looking at you with deep suspicion, and
Hecate steps outside.
Well, my little sweetskins, you see what good comes when you honour a deal? Now, word travels fast. People aren't sure, but I think if I were you, I'd be thinking about making myself scarce. Somehow you've made some very powerful enemies here. But my little apprentice Sweetskin, don't you think that running off means that you escape your training? I'll be seeing you in a couple of nights for your first session. I look forward to it. Now you lot had better
Yeah,
be...
Go on.
Just to check, it's every 3 days, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Awesome. Can't wait.
And it'll be just for you. No one else will know. I'm so excited. The things that we'll do together, the things you'll learn. But you lot run along now, off to your boat. You don't want the Harbinger coming? Not now you've woken her up. Oh, that'll be bad. Everything had burned then. Right, off you go then.
And that is where we are going to call it.
Can I just do a quick check to see whether we know what the Harbinger means? Or is that for one for next week? Or for future week?
You can, you can do a history check or a religion check.
I assume it has to do with the woman combining herself with the tree.
Yeah, you don't know any details, but it sounds bad. Yeah, you have somehow taken the most peaceful, most safe haven, everyone is happy, everyone loves you, country in the continent, turned them all against you, and effectively banished you if you ever return. In her words, everything burns. So take from that what you will. But well done, once again. Several routes I didn't think you'd take. But Jim is free from his curse. Made a deal with the Raven Queen. Got a cool little tattoo that at the moment isn't glowing. As far as you guys are concerned, you have, you may have had Valerin burnt alive. You don't know, you didn't check. Heartless. But yeah. You returned to the All Trades. You've healed Sway, and that was the most important thing. That was what you came here to do. And so next time, we will check up on what Tom has been doing while all this has been happening.
And can Edge canonically high five Hecate on the way out? Is that possible?
Yes, you can. She'll high five you. She will fist bump Roger.
And I think Jim would say to Hecate, "Thank you very much for all your help, Hecate. You seem to be the only person around here that can keep a pledge. Your so-called harbinger broke a pledge straight upon that hill. Foul person. Don't like her kind."
Don't like her kind. I'm inclined to agree, my little sweetskin. I take pledges very, very seriously. But
Indeed you do.
I'm
Thank you, Hecate.
I'm glad that we see eye to eye. I'm so pleased. I hope I see you all again. Of course, you, my little student, I'll be seeing you soon.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Rick, I'm going to use those to keep doing what I've been doing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'll be periodically asking you if there's anything happening. But also, officially, that character sheet has been handed back to me. So
yeah.
they'll also
I
be
totally
doing
agree.
similar things that
you might not know about.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's
But yes, I thank you for giving me that gift. That was.
Night team.
Thank you very much. I shall see you next time.
So next week I'm not here, but it's the Tom's start of the campaign. Do we imagine that
Tom's
lasting a couple of
adventures.
weeks?
So who is here?
I'm not here next week. I have a house.
Just
full
me
of
and
children.
Ollie.
Okay, so
I am.
it's up to you guys. We can do just the two of you guys, or we can skip a week. I'm happy either way.
I don't mind.
Got an idea for a character I'd quite like to bring to that, but that doesn't have to mean that you
Excellent.
stop doing it next week. I can join after that. That's fine too.
So normally the kind of the general rule of thumb would be one person's out, we carry on, two people are out, we skip. But because this is like a kind of a bit of a less usual side thing, I'll leave it completely up to you guys. Let me know whether you are super keen to continue or skip a week. I'll go with whatever you guys want.
Cool.
Yes, I'm happy for Ollie Matty to you decide. Don't miss a week on our account.
Maybe we should see if Cell wants to join for a week.
Super happy with
Oh, totally do that. See if you can get her in. Yeah.
Cool.